Hey guys, what's up? Lord Xavier here. We got you some Injustice 2 action here at CT GamerCon 2018. Mohegan Sun. If you guys aren't here, you guys are missing some amazing play in action already. And for you guys at home, just to start you off, we got KDZ stepping up to the plate. I know you guys know him in NRS games. Let me see who he's fighting though. Looks like a new player. At least I haven't seen him yet. KDZ versus 37 Perez 411. Okay.
Yeah. Perez 411.
Yep.
We're ready to go here, I think. Anybody give me a sound check? I'm probably pretty loud right now.
Yep. Testing the sound. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Lord Xavier?
If I need to bring him up.
Mic check.
All right, here we go. Mic check.
Okay.
Dragon Ball players, I am doing roll call.
And game volume as well, because it's really loud in here right now.
So
Yeah.
Pay attention.
If you can hear the game,
Ad
let us
hoc.
know. Because
Local
Injustice
West.
is sometimes kind of
Kit
low.
Kat, Chavo, Nurse Benny, Ham Bam, Badstone, VX, Nat Sucks V, okay. Supa, Big Boy Lunchbox, Up to Snuff, J Rod is Boss, Perfect Rookie 7, Chaos Entry, Juan Solo, Light,
All right, they're going to check if it's 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 3 real quick.
Link 12, Somar, Task the Tyrant, Mo Turnips, Titan,
All right, looks like it's first to 2. First to 2 guys.
Island Boy, Dookie,
That's 2 out of 3.
The Vacuum Cleaner, Dacon, KDZ, Creek Grin, Mags, Saps Nash,
Fighters approaching red zone.
GC Broke, Zay Zay, Alex Smith, Vernon Exile, Mr. Corey Trevor,
And
Max
here we go.
Out, Lord Ferguson,
KDZ
Swaggy Swan,
with Black Adam
Where the
and
Thought,
Perez 411
Crazy
with
Gamer,
Sub-Zero. Okay, you don't
Invasion.
usually see this character
If you
that
did not
much.
hear your name, you're not in my bracket, come on up.
Nice jump in. Convert off of it though. KZ just trying to zone him out. Nice and easy with Black Adam. Drops the combo. Ooh, overhead. Good block. Ooh, Perez putting on the pressure right now in the corner. Does not get any sort of frozen Black Adam. And, ooh, just super aggressive with that slide. Nice. Aggression by Perez 411. Oh my goodness. Okay. There we go. KDZ combos. And does not block his feet or jump, so gets nipped by that thunder. Push. He loves the wake up slide. I think KDZ's catching on to that. Okay. That was a solid clash.
I will freeze your fire.
What are they gonna wager? Yep. KDZ's gonna gain some health. Oh my god, these drop combos. That's not been playing too much lately. Trying to get that freeze real quick. Okay, push. Jump in. Ducking the overhead. Always wakes up slide, and that's gonna be a wrap.
Black Adam wins.
Black Adam taking game 1. Hey, I'm joined by my friendly commentator, Ajax.
How you doing? So we're going right here into game 2, where I see that EMP opting to go with Black Adam and Perez going with Sub-Zero. Now, I like the fact that EMP was starting off with a bit of a zoning approach to see how Perez played. And now, as you see, he's turning it up now. He recognizes that he keeps going in recklessly, and he's taking a lot of hard punishes right now.
He loves to wake up with that slide. So
I think that's a trait of people early on. Now he did get the opening with the freeze, but unfortunately couldn't convert off of it. Yeah, he's continuing to have to blow this meter as well. He's kind of recklessly spending this meter, and EMP.
He's caught on. He's caught on.
Yeah, KDZ just playing the right footsie game, just backing up a little bit. Like, you know what?
Do his thing.
All right, calls out the 4-3 and going to take a full combo punish here, all the way into the corner.
No, he's trying to do a reset.
No, I like it. Like, he's so far ahead. It's okay to go for those resets.
Yeah, have some fun with it.
And just. All right, calls him out with the uppercut, but unfortunately doesn't get anything else. Yeah, this is a gigantic hill for Perez right here. Now, he really needs to slow down.
Can you get some? Oh, that was not all right.
Oh, that's a back 3 opportunity right there, man. That's a huge combo punish.
Yeah, that was huge for him.
All right, uppercut, pops it straight. We're gonna get carried all the way over to the left-hand side.
Oh, so you're not working up. Oh, please, something. Can they? No.
All right, that was a little better. All right,
so got a little reset.
Not out of it yet. All right.
There's a chance. There's a chance.
Took 1 health bar off the board, so we're still in this at the moment. However, he gets opened up. This could lead all the way to the corner. Actually, after not spending money.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, how rude!
He said, "I knew you were gonna do something."
That is so excessively rude. He's like, you know what? I don't even want to spend the money. I know you're gonna. I know you're gonna press something.
Button,
and I'm just gonna pop super on you. Got to style on you a little bit.
He read him like a book, man. That's what happens.
Yeah, one of the things that you really want to make sure you do as you go through brackets, especially early on, is that you don't get too antsy so early. You don't want to end up spending all that money.
All right, and I'm up next.
Oh, you're going up? All right, so Lord X is actually going to step off. I'm going to take off the chat because it's too dark on this camera, so y'all can't even see my symbol. Hey, so I am Ajax. If you guys don't happen to know who I am normally a Smash commentator, and I will be commentating Dragon Ball as well, but I saw there was an empty seat, and I can't leave that alone. So what a great way to start this off here on Sunday of the 2nd annual CT GamerCon. I'm actually going to be joined by the man who did the rude super at the end himself, KDZ. Eventually. He's getting on it. Yes. Eventually. There we go. There we go. All right. How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
So for one, that was a great breakdown that you did there because you recognized he was pressing way too many buttons, and you're just outfooting him a whole bunch at the end there. But that aside, I see Lord X stepping up to the plate. Do you happen to know who that is sitting next to him?
Lord Xavier versus actually I don't. I've never seen him before.
Okay. One of the great things that I enjoy about cons like this and events is that a lot of new faces come in, and for one, you end up finding some of those new stars that are going to end up showing up to the scene. But you get so many more new faces into the industry. It's like, okay, all right, I like this. This is the first time I've ever seen competitive gaming, and it makes them research a lot more, gets them more involved.
Yeah, well, I feel like one of the jobs of a veteran is to try to make sure that the next generation like wants to continue playing, is enjoying the game, not to try to like tear them down or tear the games down that they're playing. So
exactly, you get a lot of especially young kids. They'll come in, they're like, man, I can't beat this guy. You know, it's on us to be it's on us to make sure that we help them out, give them advice. What's up? Dragon Ball? Yes, I asked for that. Thank you. No problem. Well, yeah, it's a big key because last thing you want to do is have them walk away from this like that was an awful experience.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully they'll be able to enjoy some good shows today. I see a couple people sitting in the crowd. It's a little bit early, so I'm sure we'll be getting a lot more. We're gonna have every top 8 on the stage today, so it's gonna be a good amount of viewing for people to get to see. If they don't happen to like maybe Injustice, they might like Dragon Ball and such.
I love that when I'm looking at the stage, the way the lights are, it makes them look like that comic book thing where the eyes are completely darkened out because because they're angry. Whenever he switches over to the camera, you'll see what I'm talking about. They both look like they're about to actually have a fight in real life.
Now, does either one of them have glasses?
No.
No.
So you wanted that sheen? Oh.
I want him to do the push and then the little spark off it.
Look at this.
There we go.
Look
yeah, you're right.
They look like they were both offended and they're about to take it out on each other.
My man's on the right has like the dark mode eyes going. It's like, yo,
right?
I'm about to end your life. All right, so okay, it's just a quick button check going on. We're gonna swap over. I'm not sure who either of these players happen to play in this game.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Lord Xavier playing, so I don't know if he's going to play his old character, or maybe he's been keeping up with some of these new ones, like Adam or Turtles. I have no idea.
Look,
I'm seeing Wonder Woman and Catwoman.
I'm not too surprised if Lord X is playing Wonder Woman. He's a waifu kind of guy. He loves playing the female characters of the cast, but in Injustice, most of them just have to be extremely good.
Yes.
That shield bash being really good, but however, Catwoman's rushdown game is going to be really good to keep Lord Xavier pressured in the corner. I'm very interested. Where the Thotties is this man's name?
Great name.
Oh, okay. So it seems like Where the Thotties is
So we're dying for your cause.
is Wonder Woman and Lord Xavier is Catwoman. All right, already starting off, opting to go with a zoning approach with the shield.
So in this matchup, Wonder Woman should be able to win it at the high level because her shield throw doesn't hit, like there's not a good answer for Catwoman for shield throw.
Yeah.
So she has to get through all this. She's not used to that. Her kid isn't built for that.
Yeah, exactly. Her leap can't get right there. Like if he decided to try and go for the leap, he's gonna get challenged every time. And Where the Thotties is playing this perfectly, opting the zone. Lord Xavier finally getting in, but there we go. Finally getting conversion. Gonna spend a meter. Back three all the way into the corner.
Okay, here you go. Some Oki. Oh, just wake up throw.
Okay, I like it. It looked like he was trying to go for maybe a reset option to see what he was going to go for out of Oki. Yep. He's going to get opened up again, buried right back into the corner.
Okay, so the positions are once again with Catwoman having him in the corner. And the player that was playing last has pressed the button. So one thing that you guys need to realize is that the players on stage need to disconnect the controllers themselves. The player previously cannot do it. There. So right now, go. Yeah. Where'd he go? The disconnect his controller.
Okay, all right, so Papa Jack's coming through with a little bit of knowledge for you guys really quick. Like KDZ just said, when you are done with your match, if you have a wireless controller, turn off that device. If you guys want to go ahead and lose that money that you had from playing venue and all that, that's a swift way to lose it. You have to make sure that you turn those things off. It's going to interrupt matches. It looks sloppy for the stream, and it pisses off the players up top. So, yeah, you guys got to make sure you turn those things off. And it was bound to happen. We have a new convention, a bunch of people who haven't played before, so I had a feeling that some play was going to happen. But we're going to talk about the new Game Underground location at Waltham, Massachusetts on Moody Street. It's got 2 blocks from the train station, so any of you guys who don't have cars, you could get there, and we could all use a walk every once in a while. Most of us could. And there are 20-plus nearby restaurants. Great spot. Get some good food, meet some good people, and, of course, play the games we all love to play. But, yeah, back to the other thing. Hopefully we're going to be able to get this match restarted and get going. I believe we're probably just going to start it off right away. Probably not going to do any resets of the match or anything like that. Not sure they're discussing it right now. So, yeah, we're going to establish that. We're going to let them finish. He's going to let Where the Thotties or Lord X. There's one or two that was in the middle of a combo that had to happen. It was going to kill, and they're just going to go ahead and finish that out.
Are they disconnected?
I think that they might have accidentally disconnected.
No, I left the 2 active ones on.
Oh, no, like I said, always make sure you disconnect.
You have to disconnect the last one again. The kid connected. Yeah, but there was 2 controllers there, which means he actually connected. That's why you could move. Okay. So you have to go there and disconnect one more controller.
So back to
no, not there, not there.
PC.
So anyways, like I said, you guys, make sure that you guys always disconnect those controllers so we don't run into these issues. You got to make sure that if you are on stream last while you have a wireless controller, if you don't disconnect, this is the type of thing that happens. And at a national level, if you do this repeatedly, or usually sometimes even once, you're going to get
All right, so the match is starting.
All right, here we go. So we're back into this. Everybody's reset, and we're going to stay the same health we were before.
Lord Xavier has lost corner position, but he seems to not be bothering him. Oh, there it is. Full combo. Oh, actually, get a lot more than that.
Yeah, opted to only go for the ender and knock him away. But it's okay. He was still able to cash out in the corner.
It's a punish. Not the best punish.
Yeah, definitely not the best punish. Could have popped the meter to get a little bit more of an extension, get plus 30%. All right, opted to go for the zoning approach again, like we said before. Pop in straight. Going to get a little bit more damage off of the whip, but it looks like Lord Xavier's just not phased by that at all, trying to get in.
That overhead is safe.
All right, back three. Oh, drops the combo. Everybody's kind of dropping their combos here. I don't know if maybe the controller disconnect might have messed up their mentality, or if this is just some early gameplay. This is something you see a lot of out of vanilla players.
Both new and veteran players can learn from the advice to not let anything disrupt your mentality, because you don't know what's going to happen in a tournament. You don't know if some person in the crowd is just going to start dancing the Macarena and it kills your
Look, I'm just saying, if somebody dances the Macarena in the middle of the crowd, I'm giving you an instant follow. I will do everything to make sure we promote you. Oh, a preemptive switch on that, but it's okay. Lord Xavier's going to finish his food, and that's going to be game one going to X.
Our Lord and Savior Shock is a little too fast on the trigger.
All right, we're going to just run it right back. No character swaps.
No stage change, no character swaps. Okay. Nice confirm. Got the first hit, so we got the first bar. Shortened the combo, but, good Oki. Oh.
It seems like Lord X opts for a lot more just reset options rather than going for a full cash out, which is interesting in itself, but both players aren't really cashing out on everything at the moment, so it's not too big of a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, the Catwoman has some disgusting damage, but it's a playstyle choice. It's either you want to do all the damage or you want to get the setups. And he pulled them out of the corner.
Yeah, I'm actually very intrigued by the idea. You didn't really need to spend the meter there to finish that out. You would have still gotten the kill. But now, where's the Dotties can opt the zone. However, going back in, you still have a lot of time to work with here, but you're trying to keep Lord X buried in the corner.
So one thing that's really hard to do as a Wonder Woman player is to not want to go in when you get Hermes, when you get the ability to do air dashes. So you finally have your air dash back from the first game. You just want to go in, even if it's not the right choice.
Exactly. When you're behind like this, like giving up a good positioning for you, especially when Lord X wants to be in your face, not exactly the best idea to go for it. And now he's gonna pay for it.
Oh.
No hard knockdown, unfortunately, off of that.
Wake up uppercut.
I think it looks like Lord X is starting to fish for these wake ups that he's been going for a lot more lately.
Here you go. It's a punish, not a good punish, but it's a punish. And you don't jump at. Oh, the wake up super! Oh, you blocked it. That's actually plus.
Yeah, but no, couldn't keep advantage in the corner, and X is gonna get out of there.
Uh-oh. He has no meter now, so he can't even reliably do his flash.
Yeah, when you're that far behind and you have that much meter, it's so much better to hold on to that so you can have the survivability to extend out the match. Don't go blowing it on a wake-up super because, as we saw there, Lord X was able just to cash out. Didn't even need to go for the second back three there to stop it because he had no meter for clash in the first place.
That's true. I was told that I have a match, so I got to go.
All right. So KDZ is going to go up for his next match, and I will stay here even for a little bit longer, as I said, until Dragon Ball starts on the other side. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys are watching, make sure you hit that follow button, of course, for everything that is Kombat Network. Show them some love. Show Shock some love as well. And, of course, go to Game Underground. Give them a follow. Who else is involved? Oh, yeah, Game Underground. Moody, like I said before, it's the new venue will be in Waltham, Massachusetts on Moody Street coming late May 2018. It's going to only be a few blocks away from the train station. Like I said before, we could all use that walk, everyone. Everyone can use a good walk. And, of course, plenty of restaurants in the area to get some good food. But the best thing of all, play all these great games that you get to see here today and with everybody else.
Yeah, so many games at Game Underground.
Yes, they have, besides just the regular competitive play, they have an arcade there, too.
Yeah.
It's an actual arcade. So you can get some of those old cabinet games in there that some of you guys like. Also,
it's a store also on top of that, so you can buy and buy games.
Exactly. Like there's so much there's so much great things to do there, and James, the owner, does such a great job for the community.
Been doing this for years, man.
Yeah, one of the OGs really in the scene, so we really appreciate the amount of effort they put into this. But right now I see KDZ currently sitting up there versus
back up. I have no clue who that is.
Shock. Give us some knowledge.
That is Icy Black Deep. He's also an 8 on the break player.
Okay.
So this is like a match from last year, we would say.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Pretty weekly. So yeah.
Oh, so they know each other.
They know each other, yeah.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna probably see some high-intensity gameplay coming in here after the first couple sets. You know, it's the beginning of the tournament. Everybody's got a little bit of nerves, or you're trying to get your combos down.
Yeah.
You have a dropping a few of them every once in a while. But between these two, they have a lot of history. So usually when you play somebody you play often, it gives you, it really sparks something in you. It makes sure that you remember all your combos, you know all their footsies, and you know all the scenarios you need to work with to make sure everything goes well.
All right, can't wait to see this match go down.
So I saw KDZ playing the Black Adam before.
Yeah, that's usually what he runs. Black Adam, Superman, something like that.
Yeah, just swapping buttons over. Oh, yeah, that's where I've seen him before. I know I've seen his Superman before.
Yeah, he used to be one of the best Supermans.
That's
I think
what it was.
At least in Justice 1.
It was in Justice 1.
Yeah. And
that was killing me. I was like, where have I I knew that I had seen him back at Winter Brawl. I was like, I know this man.
He still has a Superman, but I think he plays like Black Adam, Aquaman. Oh, there's
okay, we're gonna stop.
There's the legacy character.
Ooh, okay. So with all the recent talks and complaints about Firestone amongst everybody, we get to see him in action.
Yeah, Firestone's good.
The resets.
Yeah.
The Lava Burst reset is so good.
So fast, you're not ready for it half the time.
Eddie, his cash out damage is very strong off of these resets too.
But he is pretty unsafe if he goes for those things.
Good help is hard to find.
I'm very happy they let the intro rock. I'm always a big fan of that.
Me too.
So both of them opting to back off and go for the zoning approach at the beginning, and KDC coming out on top so far, winning with the lasers, forcing Icy Black Deep to have to approach. Oh, gonna get called out. He's gonna pop trait, and there's gonna be some big damage going all the way over to the left-hand side. Like it, opting to just zone again, baits Icy Black Deep into a very unsafe jump. And that's gonna be the first round. All KDZ to start there. KDZ looking very solid and very, very composed. They just get grabbed right out of there. That's opting to go for the burst, get right in, pops his trait. And KDZ just throwing the interactable, continuing to zone him out. He doesn't have to do anything here. There's Icy Black Deep has to commit. He can't zone himself or he's gonna lose on the war here. No punish, and he's gonna get hit himself. And prevents the clash from happening, going for the 2 bounces, and that's going to be it. KDZ looking extremely dominant in that game 1. And we're just going to run it right back. Icy Black Deep reeling his head back a little bit there, but see, hopefully he downloaded something. Deciding to approach this time rather than go for the zoning attempt, but so far KDZ just not looking phased whatsoever. There we go, going for a ride all the way to the corner. Picks up, just backs off, waits for him to pop, and here we go with the trait. Oh, he drops the combo though, but it's okay. He still has good positioning in the corner. Yeah, Icy Black Deep just looking kind of lost right now. Tried to go for down 2, but it's not going to actually hit. Here we go, starting to make his way in here. And he gets opened up again. KDZ just reading all the footsie game right now, not being phased whatsoever. There we go, gets him on the cross again. It's looking pretty bad for Icy Black Deep so far. Opted what seems to be a panic super there. Unfortunately, now he has no meter, so he can't pop Clash if it happens to come, so he needs to get this meter back soon. Oh, he actually baited KDZ there, but had nothing to follow up with. Oh, he doesn't move forward for the 4-3. Is Icy Black Deep seeming like he's a little bit flustered on some of these combo drops, and KDZ taking advantage of it. But he is slowly starting to get back into favor. He's only 1 poke away from getting a health on it, but KDZ goes for the cross-up. And Wake Up is gonna finally take out that first health bar. But this is a very deep hill to climb. We should. No, it doesn't matter. It's already way out of range for him to be able to pop the Clash, and that's going to be a quick 2-0 in a handshake from KDZ. All right, and it looks like I will be. I'm going to step off temporarily and probably get a swap in. Nah, on this one. I say we're going to get a swap in of probably. Actually, no, KDZ is going to be going up. See if I get Icy Black Deep over here. But thank you guys. Continue tuning in, and I will be back later.
That we use the software so that the commentators have something to look at.
Oh, sorry.
Same source as the projector.
Okay, so it's coming out of your PC.
Yeah, it's actually plugged in as a second monitor.
And the software can treat it that way and say, take the feed from the software.
Yeah, the software has a feature called Projector where you can just put up a full screen window. What's his name?
I got it.
I don't know. You have the bracket.
15 minutes on the main stage here in the lobby. We're going to have a question and answer with Mr. Rob Gill.
Fighters approaching contact.
Sony PlayStation NES, please come on up here and sign up for that with the classic Super
Begin.
Nintendo NES.
So KDZ with that rusty but still high damage Superman. He never forgets. An elephant never forgets, and neither does KDZ. Unless it's Black Adam. He doesn't remember Black Adam. But Superman, he has spent a lot of time on his Superman, and he still has these. Going for the corner mix-ups. Okay, Supergirl getting some nerfs in the latest patch, but that doesn't mean she's bad. She's just not quite as incredible. And KDZ can do a little zoning. He just needs a little bit of chip to finish out this first life bar. But a whiff button will be punished. But there goes that first life bar. And Stu's Supergirl in the corner, but fighting out with that jump one. Not a full conversion, though. And now, okay, good clash, because that was going to hurt, I promise. Will spend 2 bars, get a 15% health back. If you're unfamiliar with the clash mechanic, both players can spend bars. Whoever spends more gets a benefit. There are diminishing returns, so you don't want to spend too many more than you have to. So you have to guess a little bit what your opponent's going to do.
We should respect this planet.
Stu does finish off Superman's first life bar, and it's a pretty even match then at this point. Here comes one of those big beefy trait combos out of Superman, though. 400 damage. Okay, that's only moderate damage for Superman. But now Supergirl, who doesn't have super high damage, but she still has some nice stuff.
I enjoy your
goes
usage
for the
of
overhead
word
teleport. There's a lot of super going on the super.
Hey, KDZ's going to bury him back into the corner there, and he's going to pop the extra meter to get the chip, and that's going to be it for game 1. Am I live?
Yeah. I hear you. You got to be.
Okay, I was sorry, I went to go check really quickly on the other setup, but I'm back. So.
Very good. So here we go. KDZ up 1.
Yeah, KDZ looking very solid today. Has been really outspacing everybody. Like right there, just slightly walking back. A lot of people pulling trigger a little too early off a wake up.
Even if he hasn't played this game in a while, he's played games for a long time, and he remembers his fundamentals.
Yeah, his Superman here looking very much like the Superman of old with the way he's been playing zoning. True. And he's going to spend the meter.
Converts that down to, oh, goes for a stagger, but ill-advised wake-up DP.
Yeah, he's been punishing all this all day, but that finally gets the frost in. I got to just carry him all the way to the side, and he finally gets a life lead here.
Yeah? Oh, but
yeah, trying to just go for the jumping overhead, get caught by KDZ, who's waiting for it.
And 426 putting Supergirl in the corner. And catches Stu trying to hit buttons.
Yeah, you know, a big thing that's been going on is a lot of people being a little bit too aggressive out of the corner, and as such, KDZ is going to pop. Once again, we're going to be seeing a good amount of damage. Smart on Studo. Getting himself out of the corner now, blow that, pop the clash, and just get some of this health back.
It's not the 4-2-3 from Injustice, but it's still good.
Oh, yeah.
And there it is again.
Plus on everything. There we go. He's going right back into the corner, though. And he catches him again, just slightly walks back.
Oh, it drops that, though. Dive bomb resets. And it's not a reset in that case, but.
No, but that should be it, though. The interaction should end this out.
And look, KDZ looking quizzically at the screen.
Oh,
wow, no, 5.5 health left.
Okay.
And
all right, so you know what? Last time it was on Shock, that one was on me. It's okay. He was.
That one was closer, though.
Yeah, that one was a little bit closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 2-0 KDZ. KDZ kind of running a little bit through this bracket here, but you know what? Hey,
he's sharking a little bit, but
a little bit.
You know, there's some tournament players and some casual players here, and sooner or later the tournament players are going to meet.
Yeah, but you know what?
You can't just count on some easy matches forever.
Exactly. That's what I was talking about earlier. You know, one of the great things that happens with these events is you get a lot of new faces, you get a lot of young kids, you get a lot of parents who see exactly what kind of show gets put on, and it gets them all intrigued and interested. So they end up researching a bit more into the local scenes. And, you know, they're like, holy crap, you know, I thought maybe gaming was kind of like the lazy man thing, or they don't want to get their kids involved. And then they see how strong the players are and what kind of camaraderie we all have.
There's a lot of depth, a lot of community. Yep, for sure.
Yep. It's a great place for a lot of people who also a little bit harder communication skills. Like myself, when I was younger, I had those issues. But these really brought out the best of me in terms of being able to conversate with a lot of people who I didn't know, because we all had something to talk about, and that's the passion we have for these games. Very, very happy to see the amount of young kids that are in here today, as well as a lot of the returning veterans of people who used to be around a lot.
Do you still need this? Because I need to borrow for tournament if you don't.
If you want those, yeah. I have other ones too. Yeah, go ahead, whatever.
All right, so we got another group of people coming up here.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with these guys, but
I believe
they could just be guys from an area I'm not familiar with.
The one on the left is named We're the Thotties. So yeah, he's named We're the Thotties.
Okay. He was on stream earlier.
Yep, and I'm not sure who this gentleman on the right is here.
He was not the Catwoman. He was the other one. I can't remember. It's under Wonder Woman, right?
Oh, We're the Thotties?
Yeah.
Yes, he was the Wonder Woman. He was facing Lord X before.
Yes, Lord X was a Catwoman.
Yep. And they were the ones who got to enjoy the first of what happens every single time. Always remember to disconnect your controllers.
Disconnect the other people's controllers.
Yes.
Actually, delete the other people's controllers.
Everybody's just
unfortunately,
remove them.
It doesn't really matter if you disconnect your controller. The next guy has to delete. Is that my jacket over there? I'm gonna move that when I get up.
I don't know.
Right, I gotta keep remember.
I don't know.
That.
I'm gonna keep it on eBay. Like, hey, yo, you guys want Icy Black Deep's coat? We're gonna put it on auction later.
I'm fine with that as long as I can take my keys first.
You guys want Icy Black Deep's coat in his car? All right, so we got Whipdog's currently sitting down versus Nurse Benny. I'm just gonna go with Nurse Benny.
Hello, Nurse.
Hello, Nurse. Okay,
I was hovering over Green Lantern, but no.
No, it's just swapping buttons around.
It's the Psych Out. Is it gonna go Firestorm?
Possibly. I mean, with the big rise, I saw that you were playing Firestorm before. The big rise in everybody's fandom, a.k.a. complaints of Firestorm recently, because his amazing resets and his ability to zone you out late game. KDC didn't really let you have anything to do with that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Superman zoning is not too shabby either. You know?
Also, I saw.
And I can't use Firestorm. Can't use as low against someone who has a projectile. All right, here we go. So he goes with Aquaman in the end, but this is a button check, so we don't go after all.
So actually, I wonder if maybe the names would have been backwards before. Let me check. Lord X. Were you the Wonder Woman or the? So Lord X was actually the Wonder Woman. Excuse me. And We're the Thotties is the Catwoman.
You can't desync your own controller. That's the problem.
You have to.
You can blame them for hitting a button. You can do that, but it's still going to interrupt the match.
Exactly. So we're going to get into game one here. We're the Thotties going to get something started. Nurse Benny opting to go with the zoning approach of Aquaman. One of the OG heavy hitters of the game, but that NRS wanted to have nothing to do with that. But it's okay, though, because we still got Meter Burn, Trident Rush. All right, both of them giving each other a decent amount of respect. Just kind of backing off. Kind of going for the jump in, but it's not going to catch anything. All right, there we go. Finally catching out properly with 300 plus damage. Trying to catch him from one of these from the deeps. We're gonna pop that Trident Rush though. All right, here we go. This should close out the first match, and that's gonna be it. Where the Thotties gonna take the first health bar away. Now, if Nurse Benny, okay, there we go. That's a much brighter screen.
Injustice has this problem.
So Where the Thotties doing a very solid job at the beginning of there. Actually, not dropping as many combos as he was earlier today. Seems like he's starting to get some of his handle on these things. Meanwhile, with Nurse Benny, he's been opting to try and go for the zoning approach a lot on Catwoman, and it just has not really been working for him. Every time he goes from the deep, Where the Thotties just pretty much jumped out of the way or gotten back in.
Yeah, Catwoman, you have to be kind of at the right range to punish that zoning, but she does have tools for it, for sure.
Yeah, she does have the meter to burn dash, as well as the leap to get back in.
Yeah. Her whips are usually just a hair shorter than I want them to be to punish zoning, but if you position a little better, then they're okay.
Yeah. All right, Ice Black Deep's got to go play a match. Trying to go for the back three, but not going to get anything off of it. And Where the Thotties continuing this pressure. With Nurse Benny, it has been backlashing out of the way, but it seems like he's just being overwhelmed. And this should lead to the end of the match, and that's going to be it. Jump three going to take that out.
Ooh, looks like where the Thotties took game 1, huh?
Yeah, where the Thotties doing a pretty solid job if compared to what he was doing before, particularly in your match. He was dropping a lot more combos. It seemed like maybe the beginning of the tournament.
I think we were warming up. Yeah, we were all warming up.
Yeah, but, you know, this time, looking much more solid. He was, every time Nurse Benny was trying to zone him out, he had the proper answer. He recognized that he was going for the attempt. Was never really able to get anything started.
Okay, okay. So
but swapping to Black Adam here, so it seems like he wants to contest him more up front. Instead, opting to back out, though.
Yep.
Ooh. Goes for the interactable, but doesn't extend the combo.
Yeah. The pressure from Catwoman is so strong in this game.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had no meter to be able to extend off of there, but now he does, and both of them right about even health.
Oh, the overhead got him.
Oh, but the wake-up dash is going to get him some... Ooh. Very interesting. Oh, okay, I like it.
He wanted the corner.
Yeah, decided to go for corner pressure instead. Very solid. Keeps himself safe with the meter.
Yep. Good anti-air.
Unfortunately,
weird.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nurse Benny as well hasn't really cashed into a lot of his extended combos.
Yeah.
Goes for the low. And gets out of there once again with the wake-up. I'm waiting to see if Nurse Benny can punish one of these wake-up dashes, because Where the Thotties is a big fan of going for it.
Yeah. Got to prepare for that. Ooh, right there he caught him on the wake-up.
Both will give each other respect. Goes for the dive kick, but does not spend anything. Actually, he had no meter to begin with. It's because they switch characters, their names are backwards.
Oh, my God. That happens.
I was like, wait, hold on. That's not correct. There we go.
There we go.
The almighty leader Shock with the quick fixes.
The combos. There we go.
Going for 4-3. You know what? That's actually a good spot.
That was smart. That was smart. They don't waste some meter for it, too.
Yeah, Where the Thotties was definitely trying to get him back into the corner, just completely eliminating that scenario.
So now Black Adam has all this space to work with. And Black Adam's really good zoner. The trait made him safe.
There we go. Unfortunately, drops it once again. This is going to be a huge detriment to Nurse Benny. He needs to be able to cash out these combos because he's gotten in a lot, but he hasn't done anything.
Oh, that was bad. Oh, doesn't get punished for it, though. Low profiles. That was a nice extension.
Yeah, opted the pop trait.
Because he knew Nurse Benny was going to hit a button.
He does have the meter to spend here. This should be it.
Oh, he drops it. Wow!
Oh, he's forced to pop the clash to make sure that he doesn't get killed himself.
Yeah, he would have died for that. So even. It's anyone's game still, because Black on one good hit.
Oh, but he gets the aerial trade. that was good, because if he lost that, the trades definitely would have led to that kill there. Combo. So Where the Thotties is going to move on, and Nurse Benny's going to go down to losers.
Yeah, that was a good fight though.
Yep, much better than the beginning of the way he looked in the beginning of the tournament. Unfortunately, towards the end there, almost lost it, and that second game would have gave Nurse Benny a second shot. But still, he was able to keep his composure, and we're going to be moving on into the next round here.
That puts Where the Thotties in winners finals, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. All right, so he will be facing, I assume, KDZ on the other side of that.
Yeah, KDZ's then.
So it'll be winners finals of KDZ versus Nurse Thotties. Not just yet. We're going to go probably into some losers matches first, so we could get some the losers up there, give them a little break before we get to winners finals. So, like I said before, if you guys are watching, make sure, of course, you hit that follow button at the top corner. Show some love to Kombat Network, and appreciate everything that Shock does and all the crew do for us. You know, if they're going to be having top 8 of every single tournament up here, which is going to be fantastic. Dragon Ball FighterZ is currently going on the other stream. And, of course, without the people who work behind the scenes, we wouldn't have the great shows we're able to put on. So please, of course, go to their Twitter, give them that follow, hit that follow button, and if you can, subscribe.
Yeah.
And Genry's Ghost House, Mike Metroid. I don't happen to know what those are, unfortunately, but now I do. Okay, give the stream some knowledge.
So we have a couple streamers during the week. Genry's Ghost House is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 9 p.m. pretty much every week till like 11 or midnight. Mike Metroid pops in and out on the weekends. We run replays of all the tournaments that we've streamed regularly. So they cut in when when they're ready to stream for those. But Genry's Ghost has 9 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. So check him out. He streams very random games. He has some dedication to the horror games, and Mike Metroid likes to do FPS and survival outside of the traditional fighting games. So check him out for some Justice 2 as well, and hopefully MK11 when that comes out next year, he'll be getting into that. So yeah, those are our weekly streams, and we'll be, I don't know when our next tournament is. So. But we'll keep you updated on that.
Yeah, I'll definitely be getting myself back into the NRS scene besides Injustice 2 because, for one, Michelangelo came out and my name is Angelo, so that's a mandatory thing. Like it's written in the contract of the name. So I have to do it. But also with the first game that I ever got into in competitive scene-wise was actually MK9, and CD Junior demolished me, not just like beat me. Demolished me at a tournament, and but he was so welcoming and so helpful to like give me advice that it made me want to feel involved into the scene, and that's one of the great things that I enjoy about a lot of the people here today. You see, like I said before, you see a lot of new faces, but those new faces could end up being the next big name.
I lost to one of those. He's a new face right there, Perez. He just took me out the tournament.
Oh yeah, the Sub-Zero. I saw him at the very beginning of the tournament.
I made him switch off of Sub-Zero though. He has a Manta. I'm not used to a Manta matchup, so he got me pretty good.
Yeah, Manta's just it's so much short burst damage. Yet like it's the pressure game is so good because of the meter. Staying safe with the laser.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was getting.
Yeah, a lot of times if you like, a lot of people don't respect it enough, especially in the early game. That's why at top level you see people like no. I'm not moving. I'm gonna respect this.
Okay.
But we're gonna start off. We're gonna go with the Sub-Zero versus Supergirl.
Yeah.
Stu's very solid Supergirl in his own right. Up at great value smash.
Stu's really good. Yeah.
All right, opts to go for the low.
Okay.
Just slowly chip away. He has no meter to be able to spend here, so. What up?
Oh, he loves waking up with that. That was actually worth it. That was worth it.
All right, let's see. Oh, but again, every time he's gotten in or got an opportunity with the meter burn freeze, he hasn't really converted.
He needs to go for the what is it, DAC 3?
Yeah.
DAC 3, yeah. He doesn't do that.
He keeps going for forward 3 instead, and then he doesn't convert off the jump 2, unfortunately.
Oh, that was nice. Nice slide.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. Like, he has the 3 meters, but he can't really get anything off of it. So going for the wake-up slide, I think maybe just to keep himself safe. But Stu just not really being phased by it, opting to go for the zoning approach. And he's baiting out every time he goes in.
To see it now.
Oh, but the wake up the meter burn forward 3 is going to get him in, but Stu not caring about that. Okay, so Perez getting himself back into it. Got a lot of slow, little chips there that I think Stu wasn't really respecting. Zoo opted to go for a little bit of zoning here.
Now he's playing the laser game. He should have done that from the start.
Yeah, last thing he wants is to give Perez the ability to pop Flash, and he doesn't even make the attempt there. Yep. He has 4 meters available to him and didn't pop it.
He could have did it.
Supergirl wins.
That's a comeback factor right there. But you know what? Stu's gonna end up taking game 1.
Sub-Zero. Wow.
You know what? Towards the end there, even though he's been dropping a lot of combos, I think he was starting to recognize where Stu was approaching.
Yeah, true. I feel like Sub-Zero can get around the projectile pretty well, too.
Stu going all the way to the corner. He's done a great job of really trapping Perez in the corner all day. Okay. Full cash out and goes for the jump, but he's going to get hit by the wake-up. Perez has been a big fan of going for wake-ups all day. 4-3, though, is going to put a decent amount of damage. Once again, opt to go for zoning. That was the slowest projectile. Opts to just go for the hard knockdown.
Yeah, that's something you do when you don't want clash. But not in the early game.
Yeah, absolutely not. You have the meter to spend it. You should use it.
Wow.
You know what? He's starting to catch up on. Stu has been a big fan of going for wake-up uppercut.
Yeah, that's unsafe as heck, man.
That whole last 10 seconds was Stu pressing, trying to press advantage a little bit too much, and Perez taking advantage of it.
Yeah, he's starting to look a lot better now.
That's gonna get opened up though.
Yep,
doesn't not to go for the cross up that time, and it seems like Stu finally started to get used to these the freezes. He's gonna actually get a pop clash already.
I will freeze your fire.
I think Perez is just gonna.
He's gonna hold on to that. Oh no, he's not.
Really?
Wow.
That's interesting. Like he's.
I mean, it's still not too bad for him.
No, he has full health, near full health already. So like, he wastes those 2 meters. You still get to use yours and get conversion. Luckily, it didn't matter too much though.
Nah.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to go for any cash outs into standing resets from the command grab.
No, wake up, DT, man. Okay, here we go.
Stu opting to just force him to not clash himself.
Because if he clashes, he could turn this back.
Yeah, Perez does have the ability to actually bring this back, but he only has the 1 meter now, and he's going to get opened up. Now he's pretty much out of clash range, and that's going to be it. Stu's going to take it 2-0 over Perez.
Yeah, the 1 chance.
One of the, I mean, obviously we're seeing a lot of new faces here today.
Yeah.
One of the big things is that you don't want to have a situation where you're spending all this meter recklessly. You need to be able to hold on to that for comeback factors, especially
meter management, and it's really important in these games.
Yeah, like the fact that the meter's set up so it's not full bar regeneration. That clash system is there for a reason. That's how you come back, and nobody's really been popping it all day. So. Like anytime that anybody has, they've been. You shouldn't be blowing it when you know that they're going to get full health anyways. Yeah, sometimes the best thing to do is do nothing, so you have better advantage at the end of it. But Stu's going to take that. Hopefully Perez goes back and watches that, learns a few things, and cleans up his combos. Because I definitely would like to see more of the people stay in here. Yeah, it's you always got to make sure you stay around and keep working at it.
Winners finals, and the rest off stream.
Please report to the PO desk. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine.
And then, perfect. That's what I've been waiting for. So. Okay, so. Okay, so we're going to be moving on to winners finals now, and then we're actually, because we're on time frame delay here, we're going to be moving into Dragon Ball Fighters right after that. So, but one of the things we do want to talk about, of course, is the new location, Game Underground Store in Waltham, Massachusetts. Finally out of the mall in a new place. Late hours once again for everybody to be able to enjoy themselves.
I think it's a little farther from me, but it's closer to the Boston
But as you see, though, the train and the bus, you do have it. Yeah. And walking 2 blocks, that's nothing. Everybody can use a little bit of walking.
20+ nearby restaurants, man. You can't go wrong with that.
My goal today is to get people to work out. Like, between yesterday and today, I just keep telling them, hey, we could all use a little bit of walking. It's fine. It's good for us. You could just... whatever you do in walking, you can get rid of it later because there's 20+ nearby restaurants, so you ain't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah, there you go.
That's going to be me. I love to eat.
That's
I can't help myself.
That's the one thing I was hyped about. Like, okay, we got restaurants now.
Exactly. Like, you tell me food's near, I'm in. So we're going to be getting KDZ, the OG, Injustice 1, Superman himself.
Yep.
Plays a lot more Dragon Ball and stuff today. Recently, he actually got 9th at Winter Brawl in a very dominant fashion the way he got there too.
Really good.
I'm pretty sure he got knocked out by Sonic Fox.
Yep, that's one.
Yeah, so that's where most people end in bracket. A lot. So, this is nothing really to be too upset about.
No.
Unless your name is Goichi. And but he's looking very, very solid. Like, he has a lot of fundamentals that he had from before, and he definitely has played a little bit of this game at least, but not so much the recent.
Yeah, KDZ is a little bit of everything. He's got really good fighting game fundamentals.
Yes, that carries over so well across multiple platforms of games. Like, if you're trying to play outside of Tekken's like the one exception. I think Tekken, to be honest with you, is like the hardest game to play competitively.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah. Outside, sure, people can argue like Melee because of the amount of cancels you have to do in that. But in terms of regular 2D to 3D fighters, the cancels, the movements, the corner carries and all that, like, it's just, there's so many extra layers, and there's not really zoning in that game. It's all footsies.
Yeah.
So that's why I love watching high-level Tekken, which we'll definitely have here today for you guys to watch.
Later on.
So KDZ currently sitting up there waiting for where the thought is. I can't get over that name.
I mean,
hey, you know what?
I told him when I fought him on stream, I was like, you already won the tournament, man.
Yo, hey, I'm just saying, this is Mohegan. No, I'm just kidding. He's
gonna find him.
He's out here, Mohegan Sun. He's here for a different reason than the tournament itself. As you see in the background there happens to be a Microsoft booth, and there is a Mario Kart 8 tournament going on back there as well.
I wanted to enter, but then I was like, nah, I'm already in too many games.
There's a League of Legends bracket. On the right-hand side, there's a bunch of classic games. I saw yesterday WWF No Mercy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too.
That is I'm sorry. That's the best wrestling game, period. Like, me and my cousins, we also used to kill that when we were younger. Come see my Rey Mysterio.
Oh.
Everybody would play The Rock and Stone Cold.
I'm the Rock guy.
I wanted to, but everybody else played it. So I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna change it up. I played The Rock and, Rey Mysterio and Kane. And, of course, the custom character.
Oh, my God,
the custom character design game in that was very cool, too. But it was, you know, you're not supposed to play them because I would definitely put all the best moves on them.
That's what everyone did. That's what I did.
But yeah, when you guys come out to these type of conventions, there's a lot more to do. Like, you know, you'll hear a lot of people say, "Oh, what am I getting out of my venue? Like, I'm gonna go 2 or I'm gonna go 1, 2, 2, 2." Get your friendlies, get your games, and then go check out some of the great merchandise.
I went 0-2 today, and I'm still having a blast. You know, that's how it works.
I mean, hey, how often do you play this game? Your big game
I'm
is
a
really
casual with this one, so I play it a lot. But I'm in what's that like RPG mode all day.
Okay. So you play the you like to get the gear system.
There we go. I got all the gear.
Shout out to NRS for some excellent gear designs, by the way. Those legendary and new epic gears.
Yeah, that stuff. That's
Did you
what
see the new Batman one?
Yeah, that looks sick. You actually get to see him.
You get to play as Bruce Wayne.
That's what I'm saying. every
he's gonna be caping with his suit.
every villain knows who he is now. It's over.
Yeah, luckily it's not canon. But we're you know, at NRS putting a lot of work into making sure we get all these custom costumes. Nintendo, pay attention.
Yeah, NRS did the best. I'll give it that. They did it like the best.
Yeah, one of my favorite things is that Ed Boon is so heavily invested in the community in terms of
casual,
at least casual and the competitive play. Regularly talking on Twitter and fooling around with people.
Yep.
That's why I like Namco and Bandai as well with the amount of trolling they do on Twitter. You know who started it all? Wendy's. Wendy's.
Yes, they did.
Wendy's caused all this.
Shout out to Wendy's. They were calling out like McDonald's and everything else.
Yo. I'm not normally one to listen to these things, but the mixtape that they have out, that they put out on Twitter, is actually really good.
Yes, it is.
Like we beefing. I was like, okay, so now we're gonna have apparently mixtapes between like McDonald's and company. Meanwhile, Arby's is just in the background posting 1,000 posts about anime and games and stuff. They're my favorite. They win the most. So you guys are wondering what's going on, by the way, if you're just tuning in. We're going to be moving into Winners Finals for Injustice 2 here at the 2nd annual GamerCon down here in Mohegan Sun.
This is actually a lot bigger than last year, so that's cool.
Yeah, you know, the first ones are usually hard to get a hold of people because, like, the general populace in the area, especially parents, don't know what competitive tournaments are. But that's why we have these. We want to show people exactly how much fun these are.
Yeah, we've been here for a while, too.
Yeah, we got the main stage down here at the convention hall, so it's a great time. The food, fantastic. I had sushi yesterday.
Oh, man, that sushi place is so good.
Yes, unfortunately, they didn't give me nearly as much as I hoped I was getting, but the Godzilla roll was still fire.
Yeah, it's extensive as heck.
Yes. Yes, but I love to splurge on food.
Okay.
We'll be definitely hitting that buffet later as well.
I was at the party last night, so.
I had to go home.
Yeah.
I live here in Connecticut, so I drove an hour away to go pick people up who are going to come today. Praise to every one of you guys who's carpools. You guys aren't given enough praise. Make sure people give you gas money. Don't let people try and snipe you and not give you gas money. But there's also Bobby Flay in here. There's a Ben & Jerry's around the corner. There's a bunch of places to take good pictures. And if you're old enough,